to Manhattan High Booster Club for their support of Manhattan High activities and athletics. Without their generous support, many of the amenities that our athletes enjoy would not be possible. We ask for your continued support of good sportsmanship at our ball games. Activities are an important aspect of the total education process in American schools. They provide an arena for participants to grow, to excel, to understand, and to value the concepts of sportsmanship and teamwork. They're an opportunity for coaches and school staff to teach and model sportsmanship, to build school pride, and to increase student and community involvement. We appreciate your cooperation.
In the morning, it'll just be like, yeah. I'm gonna actually do it. I'm gonna stick it for a time. Walked by, I think it was play. Aaron walked by with my dog. Right in our driveway, close to the road. So the dogs are by, and Aaron's like, well, it had been going underneath our deck. Yeah.
Is it just outside all the time? No, she's like
It's an inside cat. Yeah. Supposedly it's an inside cat.
She did. She
said it's come back in.
Well, the other night when we were over there, they had like little scratches all over it.
I was like,
And that's when she was telling me.
I told her probably ran into some raccoons.
I mean, it could be anything.
Well, I told her, I was like, yeah, don't worry about it. Like, you know, like I can run out there. You know, most of the neighbors, if they see coyotes up there, they come out here, like, you know, take care of them. And she goes, what do you do? I was like, I saw it in the trap, and then later I saw it.
Come and get it.
Yeah, I gotta go find out where the trap's in. Grabbed it, took the rat, grabbed the rat, with the trap, and the rat. You want that? I didn't realize possibly the rat.
No,
I took the possum down. I know that.
Yeah, possums. They're not just when they're in our house.
Most of the time they have ticks on them. And they're predators. People don't think they are. They eat eggs. They eat chicken. I told her about that possum that I trapped. That was like this big. And she was like, what? And I was like, yeah, they get that big. I was like, looking at great chicken.
Right, yeah, exactly. A chicken a day, all right, a whole 8 days.
Yeah. Well, and it was like, it would take one of the chickens, and you could follow the feathers. Like, it would just drag it to wherever it is. Yeah.
It'd be like the eating here. Right.
Yeah. Oh, that crust. You know, there's a lot of fun. No, but I mean, like, all weird. I'm leaving from work in the morning all the time. I'm like, dark across the road.
taking place tonight. In the west half of the bracket, Wichita East is playing at Derby. In the eastern half, Blue Valley Northwest is playing at Gardner Edgerton, and Shawnee Mission Northwest is playing at Blue Valley West. The winner of tonight's game will play the winner of the Derby Wichita East game next week. Captains for tonight's game, for Wichita Northwest, number 8, Jalen Mason, number 10, Jamari Bland, number 9, Ryder Campbell, number 10, Jamari Bland, and number 21, Quavon Harris. From Manhattan, number 7, Rylan Vikander, number 11, Hunter Austin, number 14, Carter Aslan, number 22, Colby Altabo, number 23, Landon Dobson, and number 50, Trey Hoover.
My superpower is so
Manhattan has won the coin toss and will defer their choice to the second half. Wichita Northwest will kick off, will receive and defend the north goal. Our referees for tonight's contest, our referee is Kirk Simone, our umpire is T.L. Price, the linesman is Brad Eubanks, the line judge is Scott Schenk, and the back judge is Pete Didio. And our all-world chain crew tonight includes Jacob Schroeder, Larry Myers, Mike Pickler, and Marlon Whitney.
Welcome to Bishop Stadium, where the undefeated Manhattan Indians are about to take on the 9-1 Wichita Northwest Grizzlies.
Good evening. It is very brisk, 54 degrees out here, and it's only getting colder as the game goes on. I mean, we're looking at 59 later in the game.
I mean, I was there. There's always
As always, we're at Lou Lane Field with Gabe Lemons.
And Lane Lewison getting ready for Ryland Vikander as MHS won the toss. They defer to the second half, and here we go on this chilly evening here at Bishop Stadium in the sectional round of the Kansas 6A playoffs. The returner is taken down at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, he really didn't get a lot of time to get out there. Manhattan took him down pretty fast. No room, got very cornered there.
Out to the 23. He's tackled there by number 53, Caden Davini. Wichita Northwest will start 1st and 10 from their 23-yard line.
Manhattan High is 10-0 on the season. Wichita Northwest is 9-1 with their only loss of the season coming against Manhattan Week 6. The first snap of the game is way too far, rolling back to the end zone, and that might be a safety. Oh my goodness, what a way to start the game. Could that be a touchdown? And it'll be a safety for the Manhattan Indians, who gets 2 points on the board immediately.
I mean, folks, that's extremely insane. With only 14 seconds on the clock, Manhattan was able to take an easy 2 points on a safety. I mean, just immediately scoring.
Only a few seconds off the clock so far in this sectional round game, but Manhattan already has 2 points on the board from a first play for Wichita, which was a snap way far away from their quarterback, Jalen Mason. And that one rolled back to the back of the end zone and went out of bounds. So that'll be the safety. And now Wichita Northwest will have to punt it away.
I mean, that's extremely unfortunate for the Grizzlies.
Gotta wonder if there was a change in their offensive linemen or what exactly happened, because that was pretty far off from the target.
So Wichita Northwest will kick off from their 20-yard line after the safety.
But I mean, on the Manhattan Indians standpoint, I mean, that's as good as anything could have gone for defending the first play.
Nisbick Johnson, Jaden Hudley, and Dunnigan will all be deep for Manhattan.
Kicking off is number 5, Franco Equay. Back to return for Manhattan, number 15, Nisbick Johnson, and number 5, J.J. Dunnigan.
Dunnigan's already returned 2 to the house this year, but it'll be Nisbick Johnson who will return it to midfield. He's going and taken down past midfield around the 43-yard line. So a strong start by Manhattan, who already has a safety. So Manhattan is leading 2-0 right now. 11:39 left still in the first quarter.
There by number 15, Logan Fass.
Yeah, and Manhattan already taking a highly offensive team.
From the Northwest 44.
I mean, Manhattan is coming out ready and swinging at the beginning of this game.
Here's senior quarterback Carter Aslan alone in the backfield. Passes out to his right. It's incomplete, but there will be a flag on the play.
Pass attended there for number 14, Carter Aslan, and for number 21, Jaden Hudley. Ball's incomplete. There's a flag on the play.
That'll be on Manhattan.
Illegal procedure against the offense. The penalty is declined, so it will be 2nd and 10 from the 44.
2nd and 10 from the 44 after Jaden Hudley's dropped pass near their line of scrimmage. Summerlin's going to come into the game. He'll be lined up near the sideline on the left side for Manhattan. Hudley, the stud halfback, will be to the right of Aslan. And Aslan's going to go to his right. He's still running, and he's grabbed by the legs by a defender. That's number 21, Quavon Harris, who will send Aslan to the deck.
Sadly,
by
Aslan
number
does not get
21,
very far.
Quavon
Before getting
Harris.
taken down shortly after by
Gain of 1 on the
Grizzly.
play. Brings up 3rd and 9 from the 43.
Yeah, Wichita Northwest has brought quite a not a home crowd, but a visiting crowd with them tonight. Really impressive to see how many showed up for Wichita. On the Manhattan side, it's pretty packed as well, as this is a huge playoff game for both of these teams in the sectional round of the 6A playoffs. Aslan on 3rd and 9, he'll run up the middle, and he will get to the 40-yard line, 6 yards short of the first down.
Ball carries number 14, Carter Aslan. Gets down to the 40-yard line for a gain of 3. He's tackled there by number 77, Gabriel Contreras.
again, yeah, he just kind of goes up the middle and gets taken down very quickly. But Manhattan is gaining some yardage here, and hopefully looking to make an offensive play here.
So it'll be 4th and 6 for Manhattan. The offense is going to stay out for now, with Hudley splitting out. They'll run a play. Aslan on 4th down. It is way too far for Summerlin, and that'll be a turnover on downs. And Wichita will celebrate that one.
Quite the crowd for the Grizzlies.
Intended for number 2, Gabe Summerlin. Ball's incomplete. Defended on the play by number 15, Logan Bass. An incompletion on 4th down.
The Grizzlies really did not let that safety get to their hopes and dreams. I mean, they're still fighting.
And another
everything
bad
they've got.
snap. Mason's going to pick it up after slipping on the ground. That'll be a loss of 4 yards for Jalen Mason.
Ball falls loose again. Number 8, Jalen Mason recovers the ball. He's tackled behind the line of scrimmage by number 22, Colby Altavo. Moves the ball back to the 37-yard line, where it will be 2nd and 13. A loss of 3 on the play.
So another bad snap will bring up 2nd and 13. That's contested, but that'll be incomplete. Good coverage by number 3, Fabian Clark, on the receiver, and that'll bring up 3rd and
Pass
long.
attempt there from number 8, Jalen Mason.
Fabian
Intended
making
for
sure
number
that no-
81, Chase Carter.
No far
The pass is
catch.
broken up
It's
by
caught.
number
I mean,
3, Fabian Clark. The
really
incompletion
protecting
brings up 3rd and 13 from the 37.
3rd and 13. Mason's going to run to the left. Tackled at the numbers in the 39-yard line. And that
Number
is
8,
not even
Jalen
close
Mason
to the
keeps the ball
first
to the
down.
left on the play. Tackled at the 40-yard line by number 22, Colby Altavo. That brings up 4th and 10 from the 40.
It's been a defensive battle so far as the Grizzlies look to punt it away on 4th and 10.
Back to return for Manhattan.
Oh, it is blocked! Evan Middleton blocked it! And it'll be picked up by Manhattan, number 32, who will take it all the way to the 13-yard line. So an excellent block by the junior Middleton.
A crazy block by Evan Middleton. I mean, completely making sure that the ball stays on the good side of the field for the Manhattan Indians, giving them a great advantage.
Manhattan will take over 1st and 10 from the Northwest 12.
So Manhattan will take over. 1st and 10, 3:37 left to go in the first quarter. Aslan's going to hand it off to Hudley. He's swerving, he's spinning, he's on his feet, but now he's not. He will barely get to the line of scrimmage.
Number 21, Jason Hudley. Tackled quickly by number 1, John Michael Fountain. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. No, lost a yard back to the 13. It will be 2nd and 11 from there.
Manhattan just trying to get in there. Manhattan's got a great opening, some great opportunities here.
Summerlin to the right, Dunnigan on the far left, Vikander at the slot on the left. Aslan's gonna roll to the left, and did he get in? It was close. That was done again, but it'll be incomplete. He barely got out of bounds there.
Although an incomplete pass, I mean, Manhattan just showing their capabilities.
Pass attempt there from number 14, Carter Aslan, intended for number 5, J.J. Dunnigan. Ball's caught out of bounds, defended by number 2, D'Anthony Rivera. That incompletion brings up 3rd and 11 from the 13.
D'Anthony Rivera for the Grizzlies was able to force Dunnigan out of bounds with some nice coverage, although it was a slight overthrow by Aslan. Aslan's been pretty solid this year, though. We haven't really seen him do much with his legs, but we'll see him try here as Aslan's going to pick up 2 yards. And Manhattan's going to bring the field goal unit on.
Gets back to the 12-yard line for a gain of 1. He's tackled by number 1, John Michael Fountain. That brings up 4th and 10. On to attempt the field goal is number 7, Ryland Vikander. The holder is number 14, Carter Aslan. The long snapper, number 22, Colby Altavo.
Vikander will send it through the uprights. So Manhattan will now lead 5-0.
Manhattan scores, making this goal Manhattan 5, Wichita Northwest 0.
Only 5 minutes have passed in this game so far, but it's been very eventful. On the first play of the game, bad snap gave Manhattan a safety to start out the game. And then we saw a block punt by Evan Middleton, but that block punt that was recovered inside the 20 only ended up amounting to a field goal for this MHS squad. The Indians have shut out half of their team so far. Manhattan shut out Junction City, Emporia, Topeka High, Wichita North, and Mays last week.
Number 7, Ryland Vikander. Back to return, number 6, Augie Bass. Number 2, D'Anthony Rivera.
And that one will roll into the end zone for the touchback.
So Northwest will start 1st and 10 from their 20-yard line.
So yeah, 6 out of the 10 games Manhattan has played so far have gone to mercy rule. And in Kansas play, Kansas high school play, mercy rule means that when a team's ahead by 45, a running clock, there'll be a running clock in the second half. And I doubt there'll be one this game, as these teams are very evenly matched. But we'll see how it plays out. A handoff to Fast. He's ripped down for about 3 yards.
This game has been very interesting indeed. I mean, we've already gotten 2 scores by the Manhattan Indians, but no touchdowns, interestingly enough. I mean, with the safety and then the kick through the uprights by Vikander.
It'll be 2nd and 7 from near the 23.
Just a very interesting game so far.
Screen pass attempt there from number 8, Jalen Mason, intended for number 1, John Michael Fountain. Ball's incomplete. Makes it 3rd and 7 from the 23.
It'll be 3rd and 7 from the 23-yard line. And Mason will step back. That'll be a pick. It's intercepted by, that'll be Fabian Clark, who comes up with the interception for Manhattan.
Intercepted at the 30-yard line by number 3, Fabian Clark.
Manhattan's willing to do what it takes to make this game truly something else. I mean,
after the interception, Manhattan will take over 1st and 10 from the Northwest 30.
So there was a lot of coverage there for Manhattan. Mason took quite the risk, but Manhattan executing that catch will be crucial in this game. And that'll be a low snap, and it'll be a flea flicker back to Aslan. Aslan has some space, and Aslan is gonna punch it in for the Indians. Touchdown!
Manhattan really is making it a point to score in every single way possible in this game.
My goodness, what a flea flicker. And Aslan almost ran out of room, but man, what a well-executed trick play by Coach Joe Sharts in this Manhattan offense.
Number 7, Riley Vikander. Long snappers, number 22, Colby Altavote. The holder, number 14, Carter Aslan.
And that'll be through the uprights.
Nothing unexpected from Aslan Vikander.
So, an excellent start by Manhattan with a 12-0 lead, 6:23 remaining in the quarter in this sectional round game between two teams that had a close game in week 6. Manhattan came away with it, but Wichita Northwest will want some revenge here. But remember, Gabe, this is the playoffs. There is no safety net. Under either of these teams, one loss will just kill the hopes and disqualify the losing team from this playoff.
I guess we're just going to have to let the best man win.
Kicking off is number 7, Riley Vikander. Back to return is number 2, Anthony Rivera, number 6, Bobby Bass.
And that one will bounce around the 1-yard line and out
for a touchback.
for the
Wichita
touchback.
Northwest will start again, 1st and 10 from their 20-yard line.
So Carter Aslan with quite the message there. A big-time touchdown. And that was Aslan's. It looks like 21st rushing touchdown of the season. 21 rushing touchdowns. Actually now 22 rushing touchdowns for Carter Aslan.
John Michael Fountain is spun down in the backfield by number 53, Garrison Vikander. Moves the ball back to the 17-yard line. A loss of 3 makes it 2nd and 13.
2nd and 13. Mason's going to air this one out. A wobbly one is caught by number 7 at the 47-yard line.
And the pass is completed.
That'll be J.J. Dunnigan with the takedown.
To number 7, Griffin Baker. Gets out to the 46-yard line for a gain of 29 on the play. Tackle by number 5, J.J. Dunnigan. 1st and 10 from the 46.
That'll be a 5-man tackle from Manhattan to the Grizzly.
Gets across midfield down to the 46-yard line. Tackle by number 6, Logan Lagerman. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Wichita's getting some momentum. Mason is going to try another deep one. This one way overthrown to number 9, his receiver.
Long pass attempt there from number 8, Jalen Mason.
That was Ryder Campbell.
Manhattan defense is on its
Defended by
toes.
number 15, Nisbet Johnson. Incompletion brings up 3rd and 2 from the 46.
Last time these two teams played, there were 4 penalties on Manhattan and 9 penalties on Wichita Northwest. There's only been 1 penalty in this game so far as Mason will be taken down for the sack from Middleton, and number 50 for Manhattan. That is Trey Hoover.
Gets tackled back at the Northwest 49-yard line, a loss of 4 on the play. He's tackled by number 50,
Manhattan making
Trey
sure
Hoover.
that the Grizzlies do not
Moves
get
it back
far
to the
enough.
49-yard line, where it will be 4th and 7.
Middleton already has a blocked punt so far, and now a sack. He's making his presence felt. There'll be flags on the attempted
Looks like
punt.
a penalty against the defense. It is offside against the defense.
Offsides on MHS.
The penalty moves the ball into the Manhattan 46-yard line. Makes it now 4th down and 2.
It'll be 4th down and very short. And it looks like Wichita will try to go for it. Whistles will blow. It looks like it'll be a timeout for Wichita Northwest as they will discuss their options.
Of the first half.
So on 4th and 2, Northwest will call a timeout with 4:38 remaining. We're gonna take a quick break, and we thank our sponsors, WTC Fiber, for sponsoring this broadcast.
Again, another warm thank you to WTC Fiber.
I didn't know all that.
Fourth and two, Northwest gonna hand it off, going up the middle, plowing his way, and he's gonna get the first down on 4th and 2. A big risk by Wichita Northwest, but that'll move the
Number
chains.
5, Frank Equay, pushes further into Manhattan territory, gets plenty of yards for the first down, gets down to the 41-yard line for a gain of 5. He's tackled by number 22, Colby Alcamo. 1st and 10 from the Manhattan 41.
And there'll be a flag on the play already. Bulldozed back by the Manhattan defense is Mason.
Manhattan
Number
defense
5,
is on
Franco
foot.
Equay on the carry, gets hit early by number 52, Garrison Vikander. There's a flag on the play. There was no gain on the play.
Still,
Illegal
Wichita
motion against the offense. That'll move the ball back 5 yards. Back to the 46-yard line.
an illegal motion will send Wichita back to the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15, and Mason's going to hand it off to Ogden Fast, who finds his way to the 40-yard line.
Ball carriers, number 1, John Michael Bell.
Lane, to me, that kind of looks like he was fast to get knocked over.
Gain of 6 down to the 40 before he's tackled by number 22, Colby Alcamo. Brings up 2nd and 9 from the 40.
Manhattan got off to a big lead in the last game that these two teams played against each other. And after that, in week 6, Manhattan really commanded the game. Wichita has still not scored yet, but it'll be 2nd and 9. Still 3.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. And it'll be a rush by Mason, the quarterback, who picks up 3.
Number 8 keeps the ball on the option play. Gets 3 yards down to the 38. He's tackled there by number 22, Colby Altamont, and number 58, Brandon
Stays
Stroud.
completely defended and impossible to
Puts the
penetrate.
ball at the 38-yard line, a gain of 2, brings up 3rd and 7 from the 38.
Yeah, Mason was tackled by Colby Altavote, who's the leading tackler on Manhattan. Coming into this game, he had 74 tackles, and oh my goodness, Wichita Northwest will be wide open and get a touchdown.
goes 38 yards for a Northwest touchdown.
That was an insane pass for
Sorry,
the Grizzlies to get a touchdown
pass
today.
was caught by number 81, Chase Carter, for the touchdown.
Chase Carter had the touchdown catch.
Attempting the extra point is number 45, Evan Locke.
And Evan Locke will make the field goal.
Making his score Northwest 7, Manhattan 12.
Folks, this just went from a 12-0 game to a 12-7. The competition is just now beginning to ramp up.
This is a big-time game. These teams have faced each other many years, twice in one season. In fact, in 2022, there were two really close games between these teams, but each time the playoff matchup was the one that was the closest. And that is what we've seen already in this 5-point game.
I mean, the Grizzlies just refusing to let Manhattan Indians out of their sight, points-wise. I mean, we are 2 minutes and 41 seconds until the end of the first quarter, and it is a very close 12-7.
Kicking off for Northwest is number 45, Evan Locke.
Manhattan crowd giving some sass.
Back to return, number 21, Jaden Hudley, number 15, Nisbet Johnson, number 5, J.J. Dunnigan. Number 15, Nisbet Johnson on the return.
Number 15, Nisbet Johnson was very successful there with the catch, and he was able to stay up on his feet after getting tackled by nearly the entire Grizzlies team.
Manhattan will start 1st and 10 from their 32.
This will be the 4th drive for Manhattan High. On their last drive, Carter Aslan had a touchdown rush. Speaking of Carter Aslan, he will hand it off to Hudley. Whistles will blow. There'll be laundry on the field. And a pre-snap penalty will be on the offense, a legal procedure.
That'll move the ball back 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 27.
The Indians will backpedal 5 yards. 2:32 left to go in this first quarter. It'll be 1st and 15 for the home team here at Lou Lane Field on this Veterans Day night. Aslan sending a man in motion. Aslan's gonna roll to his left. He's gonna launch one, and that'll be caught by Dunnigan with his first catch of the game.
Dunnigan nearly landing on his head there. Was able to make a close catch before landing in the end zone.
Catch by J.J. Dunnigan out to the 41-yard line. Knocked out of bounds by number 5, by number 2, D'Anthony Rivera.
Yeah, Dunnigan, who just made that catch, has 10 D1 offers.
14 on the play. Makes it 2nd and 1 from the 41-yard line.
Dunnigan has been a stud on offense, defense, and special teams. You've seen him return some kicks and play his primary position, which is
Manhattan
cornerback.
calls their first timeout of the first half.
But Dunnigan's also been the biggest passing target for Aslan in the offense, as Manhattan will call their first timeout of the game. Indians up 12-7 with 2:26. We are happy that you're watching this game with us on MHS Student Media instead of staying home and watching the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight on Netflix. We'll promise you an exciting one.
to watch high school football instead of that, but again, it is an amazing one. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, that Mike Tyson fight is one of the most hyped up fights that I've heard in a very long time. Mike Tyson's 58 years old, but he's still doing great.
I mean, people say it's going to be a close fight, but everyone knows Tyson's
And
gonna
under
ball.
pressure is Aslan. He launches it. It'll be an interception. Wichita Northwest taking it past midfield, and what looked to be a great start of a drive is derailed by the Grizzlies. And my goodness, Aslan will throw a pick. That's Aslan's 5th interception this season.
The ball is intercepted by number 26, Psycho Club.
So
The midfield on the interception where he's tackled by number 50, Trey Hoover. Serving Wichita Northwest ball at midfield.
So both opposing quarterbacks so far have thrown a pick here in the first quarter. There's been so many possessions by each team, and that'll be launched. Oh, and he gets another one. Grizzlies with another touchdown. 81, punching it in.
That'll be an insane cross-field pass, one-handed. I mean, an insane move by the Grizzlies, and a game-changing one, changing the score to 12-13 with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left until the end of the first quarter. And we're still yet to see the kick.
And the kick will be good for the Grizzlies, making it 14-12, 2:08 left in the first quarter. This has been one of the most exciting first quarters of any high school game that I've seen for a very long time.
I mean, Manhattan and the Grizzlies just bringing up the absolute raw energy tonight. With Manhattan scoring some very interesting points with a safety before kicking it through the poles, and then 1 touchdown with now the Grizzlies 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, so 14 unanswered points scored by Northwest. Manhattan got off to a 12-point lead, but 12 points is all that they still have on the board. Wichita is really feeling the heat here, and man, this is getting more exciting as it is pretty chilly here at Bishop on this November 15th day.
Kicking off for Northwest is number 45, Evan Locke. Back to return for Manhattan. Number 15, Nisbet Johnson. Number 5, J.J. Dunnigan. And number 21, Jaden Hudley.
And that will be caught by Hudley, the running back, who plows his way through. And he will be upended at the 30. Quite the roar from the Grizzlies crowd.
Quite an interesting pushback with both teams shoving
Fields
each
the
other
ball
for
at
the
the
ball.
22-yard line. Gets it out to the 30, to the 33, where he's tackled by number 10, Jamari Bland.
Last year in the playoffs, Manhattan lost in the sectional round against Derby. Manhattan hopes to go further than that this year, but all they need is a win today.
So Manhattan's ball, 1st and 10 from their 33-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first quarter.
Sophomore Elon Massenberg will be in the game for the first time right now at running back as Aslan will take it to the left on a design run, picking up 2 yards. So Elon Massenberg, or EJ Massenberg, is filling in for Mario Davis, who has been the backup running back for Manhattan for much of the season. Mario Davis will be out for the rest of the year with a foot injury. Hudley will go back in the game. Aslan gonna air it out to Dunnigan. That is right on the dot. And Dunnigan will get in for the Manhattan touchdown.
Dunnigan, quite the star from the Manhattan Indians crowd today, earning a touchdown.
65 yards to Dunnigan. That is the second longest touchdown pass thrown by Aslan this season.
Manhattan finally giving an answer to the Grizzlies' 14 unanswered points. Again, this has been a very tight game so far.
The Indians are going to try for 2, and untouched is Hudley, who slips into the end zone to get the 2 points.
This really is a very intense game so far. I mean, we have 1 minute and 11 seconds left until the end of the first quarter. Barely any time. And still we have 20 points for the Manhattan Indians and 14 for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, how this game is playing out, it should be a pretty high-scoring game for both teams.
High-scoring, intense, and tight is just my kind of game. Played.
And by the way, that was the 3rd passing touchdown that Dunnigan has caught this season.
On to kick off is number 7, Riley Vikander. Back to return is number 6, Augie Bass. And number 2, D'Anthony Rivera.
And that's booted off the right foot of Vikander. And it bounces in the end zone for a touchback.
Vikander really does have a powerful leg. But this game, nearly every kick has gone into the end zone.
The wind has died down slightly. Mason on the design run, but he pitches it to his back, who takes it 9 yards to the 29-yard line.
Number 1, John Michael Fountain takes the late pitch and gets good yardage around the left side. Finally tackled by number 5, J.J. Dunnigan. Gets to the 30-yard line. To the 29-yard line. Gain of 9 makes it 2nd and 1.
Less than a minute to go in the first quarter. Mason dishing it, and he's loose. He's juking defenders. That's Augie Fast running as fast as he can, and finally he's pushed out of bounds.
And number 6, Augie Fast.
J.J. Dunnigan making sure that Augie Fast gets out fast.
Finally knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line by number 5, J.J. Dunnigan. He'll be 1st and 10 Northwest from the Manhattan 40.
So there's 26 seconds in the quarter, and this is Northwest's 6th drive of the game already. So it's been a fast-paced game, indeed, as the Grizzlies get 2 on the carry.
Ball carrier is number 5, Franklin Ekway. Pushes forward down to about the 38-yard line.
Clock is ticking, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. We're ending this first quarter with a crazy 20-14. It's been very tight.
That'll be the final play of the first quarter with the score Manhattan 20, Northwest 14.
A warm thank you to our sponsors, WTC Fiber.
And thank you for watching MHS football on MHS Student Media.
I'm Gabe.
And I'm Lane Lewison.
Thank you for watching.
Member schools of the Kansas State High School Activity Station pause to recognize and thank those men and women from Kansas and around the country that have served or are serving in the armed forces. As we celebrate this Veterans Day, established by President Woodrow Wilson in 1919 to honor those veterans serving in the First World War, it is now extended to honor all of those who have served. Please stand as we take a moment to recognize the brave men and women of the armed forces for their service.
Just got a whole lot better. WTC Fiber is available on homes all across Manhattan, delivering dependable internet from a local company. Plus, WTC Fiber proudly offers no contracts, free installation, and 24/7 local support. Reserve your connection today at WTCKS.com. The more signups we get from your neighborhood, the sooner we will expand our high-speed internet to your home.
From the 38.
Fiber internet from
And we're back with the start of the second quarter.
Fiber.
And that'll be a pitch off to, and the ball looked to be loose for a second there. It looks like Wichita Northwest recovered it. And there's a man slow to get
Number
up.
1, John Michael Fountain takes the pitch. Gets yardage around the right side. Ball comes loose, but is recovered by Northwest.
So number 1
Ball is marked down at the
for the
32-yard
Grizzlies.
line. A gain of 6 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 2.
John Michael Fountain will get up on his own power and walk back to the sideline. We're just underway in the second quarter. Manhattan is up 6 on Wichita, and the Indians hope to continue their undefeated season. The Grizzlies only have 1 loss on their record, and that was to these Manhattan Indians right in this very stadium.
It was a tight game then, and it's going to be a tight game today. That will not stop the Manhattan Indians from taking home the victory. Hopefully.
Backs on either side. Augie Fast is going to push to the first, and he will move the chains.
Ball carriers, number 6, Augie Fast. Gets yardage around the right side. He's a tackle by number 23, Landon Dobson. But he gets down to the 28-yard line for a gain of 4. That'll be 1st and 10, Northwest from the 28.
From the 28, Augie Fast will be, that's not Augie Fast. What a great trick play with that fake handoff. That was number 8.
Keeps the ball after the fake. Gets tackled pretty quickly by number 23, Landon Dobson.
Jalen Mason, the quarterback, carried
Gets
that
near
one.
the near the 26-yard line. Looks like it's at the 27, a gain of 1 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 9.
Number 9 from the Grizzlies taken down fairly quickly by 5 Manhattan Indians.
Pass is complete for number 8, Jalen Mason, to number 9, Ryder Campbell. Tackled there by number 15, Nisbet Johnson. Gets down to the 12-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Northwest from the 12. Ball carries number
Manhattan's
5,
just working to
Rico
keep
Deflex.
up their defense as the
Gets to
Grizzlies get
inside
closer
the
and
10-yard
closer.
line where he's tackled by number 58, Brandon Stroud. Brings up 2nd and 8.
You could say
from
the Grizzlies
10.
are clawing their way to the end zone.
Inside the red zone, Mason looks to run it, and at the last second he throws one at the turf in the end zone Could he have gone over the line of scrimmage? We'll see what the refs say.
Rolls out to his right and attempts to pass into the end zone. There's a flag down on the play. Illegal downfield against the offense.
So illegal man downfield will give quite the break to Manhattan. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Grizzlies, who trail by 6.
5-yard penalty moves the ball back to about the 14-yard line.
The Grizzlies have a chance to regain the lead with a touchdown and an extra point. Mason fires, and that was a beautiful pass, but incomplete.
Pass attempted there from number 8, Jalen Mason. Intended for number 7, Griffin Baker. Called incomplete. Defended by number 12, Joseph Mortensen.
A very warm thank you to Joseph Mortensen, who defended that play and made sure that that pass went incomplete.
Jalen Mason's going to try for another pass under pressure. This is a little behind the man, but it's caught. And it breaks the plane of the end zone for the Wichita Northwest touchdown.
Right now we're looking at a 20-20 game.
In
neck and neck.
On to attempt the extra point is number 45, Evan Law.
And that was the 3rd lead change already in this game as the kick goes in.
Making the score Northwest 20, Manhattan 21.
The Indians and the Grizzlies just trading
Wichita Northwest 21, Manhattan
trading the
20.
lead back and forth right now. Really is neck and neck.
And Manhattan is typically a first-half team. Manhattan has been leading at halftime every single game except against Hayes this season. But Manhattan now trailing by 1. Still plenty of time left in the second quarter as there's 9 minutes and 10 seconds left in the half.
20 to 6.
Manhattan has proved itself capable to earn a nice chunk of points there right when it's necessary. So that's what we're counting on tonight.
That was a fairly long drive as well from Wichita. I'm sure that probably wore the Manhattan defense out.
Number 5, J.J. Dunnigan. Number 21, Jaden Hudley. And number 15, Nisbet Johnson.
It'll be Hudley. Hudley, he's still going to the 40, to the 50, still going, and to the 35. Jaden Hudley will have a great return.
Jaden Hudley took it all the way to the 35. An amazing run, and that'll start off Manhattan's play with a very nice position.
Gets all the way down to the Northwest 35-yard line. Before he's tackled by number 5, Franklin Ikwe.
Man, the senior with an angry run. Hudley must have been aggravated by that touchdown pass, but he ran right through some of these Grizzlies.
I mean, Manhattan
Wichita Northwest takes their second timeout of the first half.
And here's Wichita Northwest with their second timeout.
Yep, we're going to go to a quick break. Thank you to our sponsors, WTC Fiber.
Again, a warm thank you. Thank you, WTC Fiber.
We're back after Wichita Northwest took their second timeout of the half.
From the Northwest 35-yard line. Number 21, Jaden Huntley, on the carry around the right side. Gets inside the 30. He's tackled by number 21.
We've got a Frisbee on the ground. He gets up.
He's
number
marked down
one.
at the 29-yard line.
I think that's number one, second time on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
So out of all the sectional games going on right now, the Manhattan game is the closest here at 21-20. Derby is beating Wichita East 35-7. And once again, Manhattan, or whoever wins this game between Manhattan and Wichita Northwest will go on to play the winner of Derby and Wichita East. Right now it looks to be Derby, but still in the second quarter of that game, as we are also in the second quarter of this game. And Aslan is going to be grabbed by 21 and pushed back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 14, Carter Aslan, on the keeper, gets tackled at the line of scrimmage by number 21, Quavon Harris. No gain on the play, brings up 3rd and 4 from the 29.
Folks, this energy on the field is electric. I mean, everyone's going for these star plays, and both teams are neck and neck. I mean, we only have 8 minutes until the end of this second quarter, and these crazy things are going on. We're in for a tight game.
Carter Aslan's going to keep it on the left side. He's swerving, but man, didn't find a hole at all in this tough, stingy defense for Wichita Northwest.
Carter Aslan keeps it up the middle. Gets tackled for no gain by number 5, Franklin Equay. Brings up 4th and 4 from the 29.
4th and 4. Manhattan has already put two touchdowns on the board so far. Now at the 29-yard line. The Indians are going to go for it. Aslan throws one up to wide open Vikander, and Vikander will break the plane for the Manhattan touchdown.
Here's Manhattan with the trade back, taking back control of the lead with 5 points and going for that extra point. Manhattan goes for the run and gets it. And that'll be an amazing play by Hudley again, absolutely carrying this game. And that'll that'll be a 7-point lead by Manhattan to the Grizzlies 21. 7 minutes left until the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, that receiving touchdown by Vikander was Vikander's second touchdown of the year receiving. Kickoff from Vikander, who just got a touchdown.
And the kick goes out of bounds. That will be a penalty against the kicking team.
Penalty on Manhattan as it goes out of bounds.
After the penalty, Wichita Northwest will start 1st and 10 from their 35-yard line.
Wichita on their 7th drive of the game. Toss to Fast. Fast will get to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Number 6, Augie Fast takes the pitch around the right side. Tackled out of bounds for a 2-yard loss by number 12, Joseph Mortensen. Puts the ball back at the 33-yard line. Where it will be
Now that it's
second
the
and 12.
Grizzlies' time to have the ball again, we're just going to have to see if they're going to contest Manhattan's newest gain of points. I mean, Manhattan just recently put up that 7-point lead. And they've been neck and neck the entire game.
And that'll be a handoff as the running back will hit a brick wall, also known as the Manhattan defense.
Number 5, Franklin Equay, tries for yardage up the middle. Gets back to the 35 to the original line of scrimmage. He's tackled there by number 22, Colby Altavo. That brings up 3rd and 10 from the 35.
.6:10 left in the half. Under pressure, Mason finds a hole up the middle, but it'll be tackled at the 40 or the 39-yard line.
And number 8, Jalen Mason doesn't find anybody to pass to, tries to get yardage up the middle. Gets forward, but he's tackled there by number 91, Evan Middleton.
The Grizzlies before they have enough time to get to the end zone.
Brings up 4th and 8. Back to punt is number 5, Franklin Equay. Back to return for Manhattan, number 5, J.J. Dunnigan.
Here's the punt on 4th and 8. That'll be a good bounce for Wichita. And then 19 is where the Indians will start out their 7th drive of the game with 5:26 left to go in the first half. Manhattan is still up by a touchdown.
So Manhattan will start 1st and 10 from their 19-yard line.
Aslan will corkscrew and take it to the 24.
Number 14, Carter Aslan, keeps the ball after the fake to Hudley. Gets out to the 20-yard line for a gain of 5. He's tackled by number 26, Nigel Platt. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 24.
Yeah, that tackle was by
Another
Zytrell
score
Press
for Derby. Derby now leads Wichita
for
East
Wichita
42 to
Northwest.
7.
Second and 5. Summerlin cannot come with. It'll be an incomplete pass to Summerlin.
From number 14, Carter Aslan. For number 2, Gabe Summerlin. Ball's incomplete. The incompletion brings up 3rd and 5 from the 24.
Third and 5 from the 24-yard line. The Indians are up 28-21. 4:42 left in the half. If the Indians cannot convert, they will likely have to punt away.
Manhattan calls their second timeout of the first half.
So Manhattan calls the timeout, trying to discuss their options on 3rd down.
Both Manhattan and the Grizzlies have gotten their 2 timeouts in. And then making sure that they're as strategic as possible while also being furious and powerful is keeping this game interesting and tight.
Yeah, it's been a really interesting game so far. The game started out with a safety, which put 2 on the board for Manhattan. Then, on Manhattan's first offensive drive, there was a turnover on downs. At the end of the Wichita Northwest second drive, there was a blocked punt, and MHS made a field goal out of that. Then Wichita Northwest threw an interception, and Aslan got the Indians down the field and got himself a rushing touchdown.
3rd and 5.
Then Wichita Northwest responded after the Aslan touchdown with a touchdown pass. Then Aslan threw an interception. And then a few touchdowns later, here we are at 28-21 on 3rd and 5. Aslan gonna jet it to the left, and that'll be a 1st down and more for Hudley.
An insane run by Hudley with nearly no defenders on his tail, just completely bombarded by the Grizzlies. And he did eventually get mauled, but he was able to make a decent amount of coverage.
For a gain of 24 on 3rd and 5. He's tackled by number 10, Jamari Bland. Out to the 48, where it will be Manhattan High 1st down.
Yeah, Jaden Hudley's a big back at 6 feet tall, 210 pounds, but when he accelerates, it's like a bowling ball crashing over pins.
Number 14, Carter Aslan, keeps the ball up through the middle. Gets down to the Wichita Northwest 48-yard line for a gain of 4. He's tackled by number 26, Nigel Platt. Gain of 4 makes it 2nd and 6 from the Northwest 48.
I mean, Lane's not joking when he says that J.J. Dunnigan really is a beast.
Hudley again gets, it looks like, just short of the 1st down.
Hudley drives through the left side. He's tripped up by number 21, Quavon Harris. He gets down to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 1.
The clock is ticking with about 3 minutes on the clock. Again, still a 28-21 lead from the Manhattan Indians.
And there'll be penalty markers down, but a catch by Hudley that he takes in the end zone. And that'll be it. We'll see what the referees say. A flag on the play.
I did see some player-to-player action there.
Yeah, one of the officials threw their hat on the ground, which typically is not a good sign. But whistles were blowing before Hudley reached in the end zone. So I doubt that that was a touchdown. But the fan base for MHS seemed pretty excited.
So we have probably at least
Excitement was undeniable, but the final call does not look like it's going to be a score for the Manhattan Indians.
The officials are still conferencing. There's definitely multiple penalties on that previous play. But that play was 3rd and 1.
There's an illegal procedure against the offense. Holding against the defense, those offset. And then we have personal foul penalties against both teams, so those offset.
So 2 penalties on each team, and a legal procedure penalty on Manhattan.
So the
2
ball goes back to the
personal
43-yard
fouls
line,
by either team.
where it will be 3rd and 1 again.
So a bunch of offsetting penalties. It'll remain 3rd and 1 from the 43. 3rd and 1 from the 43-yard line. 2:36 remaining in this very eventful first half of play in the sectional round of the Kansas 6A playoffs.
Northwest 43-yard line.
Hudley will be grabbed by the legs. It looks like he's stretched just far enough to move the chains.
And number 21, Jaden Hudley, gets forward a couple yards. He's brought down by number 21, Cleveland Hand.
And there the
But he
chains
gets 2
move.
yards down to the 41.
Very hesitant move.
Good for a Manhattan High, first down.
Very hesitant.
1st and 10, Manhattan from the Northwest 41.
MHS to snap the ball from the 41. 2:10 left to go. Time still ticking. Flag flies immediately. But Hudley is going to find some grass and take it to about the 11. We'll see if that play will stand.
Goes down near the 10-yard line. There's a flag back near the line of scrimmage.
This is looking unfortunate for the Manhattan Indians. Almost looking like every time they go for a extensive run that flags get thrown.
Illegal procedure against the offense.
So the 3rd illegal procedure penalty of the game for Manhattan.
That 5-yard penalty takes the ball back to the 46-yard line, where it will be 1st and 15. 2 minutes to go in the first half.
The ball will be placed at the 46-yard line. It will be 1st and 15 with just under 2 minutes left in this half. Aslan gets grabbed by the waist. He gets 2. Applause from the Grizzlies fan
Number
base.
14, Carter Aslan. He's struck down after a short gain. Gets to the 43.
with how the clock is ticking and how Manhattan is being delayed after delay, it does not look like either team is going to have another play. A scoring play.
2nd and 12 from the 43.
Until the end of the first half.
Second and 12. Aslan under pressure. He fires just fast enough, but that ball will go out of bounds and bounce in the Manhattan sideline.
Intended for number 18, Jack Crocker, falls incomplete. Incompletion brings up 3rd and 12 from the 43.
Just a minute and 7 seconds in the half. On 3rd and 12, Aslan gonna pass it to Dunnigan. Dunnigan to the 25. Dunnigan pushing it to the 20. 10, 5, touchdown! Dunnigan with his 2nd passing touchdown of the game.
A crazy play by Dunnigan, ending up with a 34-point.
Dunnigan has already found the end zone for a touchdown earlier, but now gets another one on his resume. He's still a junior this year.
And right now, Manhattan is looking at a crazy 13-point lead. That is the most that Manhattan has had this game, including the first quarter, where they had a 12-point lead.
Vikander, who's made all his kicks today, will send it through the poles.
Pushing Manhattan even further into the lead. That'll be a 14-point lead with only a minute left until the end of the first half. There's not a lot to work with for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, the Grizzlies will need to get some quick passes in and get downfield. They can do a few running plays, but running plays whittle a little too much time off the clock.
And there's really too much on the line here to risk it for the biscuit. I mean, with that 14-point lead, they're going to need everything they can get to end this first half on a good note.
Derby is currently beating Wichita East 42-14. Blue Valley West is leading Shawnee Mission Northwest 28-14. And Blue Valley Northwest is winning 6-0 against the defending 6A state champions, Gardner Edgerton. So those are some score checks from around Kansas 6A play. The winner of this game will play against the winner of the Wichita East Derby game. And another kick will go out of bounds.
And the kick goes out of bounds.
An unfortunate bounce.
That'll be a penalty against Manhattan.
Ball really was looking good. He took a sharp right into the out of bounds.
So Northwest will have the ball 1st and 10 from their 35-yard line after the penalty.
And Augie Fast will take the dish from Mason. Fast is going to get 7 yards. With the time still ticking, 45 seconds left on the clock, and Wichita Northwest is going to stop the clock.
Gets out across the 40-yard line.
That'll be number 6, struggling to stand.
Augie Fast will be on the ground. He was standing earlier, but
He's at the 42
Fast will be
yard-
surrounded by
42 yard line. He
training
gains 7 on
staff.
the play. Brings up second and a long 3.
And Fast will get up after a few seconds of sitting on the ground. And I would assume Fast got injured, but he's running off right now. Fast did his team a bit of a favor there by stopping the clock. Once again with 44 seconds left in the half.
At the 42 yard line, second and 3, Wichita Northwest.
Manhattan just needs a good block here to end the first half on a good note.
Mason will hand it off to a man taking it to the 40. That is a big boost for Wichita Northwest. And the clock stops because that was a...
and the clock continues.
The clock continues. And whistles will now blow. So that stops the clock with 12 seconds.
Number 21 with a limp. How many good players are going to get into this game?
Less than 10 seconds left to go for the Grizzlies. This might be their last play as Mason will fire one. That's caught by 81, and that'll be a fumble recovered by the Indians, and that is where the second half will end. Or sorry, that is where the second quarter will end. That'll be where
we end the first half.
The end of the first half, yeah.
Wichita Northwest 21.
So, sorry for misspeaking. That was the end in the first half. And the Indians will be up 35-21 with still an entire half of the game left to be played here at Lou Lane Field at Bishop Stadium. I'm Lane Lewison.
And I'm Gabe Lemons.
We'll see you in the second half. You're watching MHS Football on the MHS Student Media YouTube channel.
Thank you for watching.
Manhattan's internet game just got a whole lot better. WTC Fiber is available on homes all across Manhattan, delivering dependable internet from a local company. Plus, WTC Fiber proudly offers no contracts, free installation, and 24/7 local support. Reserve your connection today at WTCKS.com. The more signups we get from your neighborhood, the sooner we will expand our high-speed internet to your home. Fast, reliable internet from the home team with WTC Fiber.
Attending the KSHSAA State Dance Competition on November 22nd. Tonight, they will perform the hip-hop element from the Game Day Showcase to a song by Ferg featuring Nicki Minaj. Here is Plain Jane.
Yeah.
My body shaped like genie, booty dreamy, waist bikini. Yes, I told him to get titles, I'll be streamy when he leave me. I go hard in the room, taking fire, give me the room. I'm a classy millionaire, this ain't just a coup. C-O-U-P-H, you can't spell it either. If I tell him, then he coming home, running Derek Jeter. I don't keep up with the Joneses, but I do know Catherine Zeta. I'm with Candace, Titi, Cindy, and Viola, me, Amiga. Rappers, they gotta check in with the queen. I'm the alpha, the omega, everything in between. Ride with Minaj, mashallah, check in with me. Pin to your jaw, queen is the name. My yellow is the chain. This is Monte, Patty plain Jane.
Let's hear it for your Dazzling Blues dance team. Up next, the band will perform a classic rock and roll tune featuring your MHS cheerleaders. Here's Crazy Train. How about a little round of applause for your MHS cheerleaders? Up next, the band will perform a tune made famous by Pitbull that peaked at number 23 on the Billboard Hot 100 list. Featuring our MHS color guard, here is Fireball. Joel Gill. Associate Director is Ms. Nancy Monaco. Assistant Band Directors are Mr. Devin Burr and Mr. Jay Copal. Color Guard and Visual Design Instructor is Mrs. Jerry Gittle, assisted by Miss Megan Lugazer. Dance Team Coach is Mrs. Rihanna Nelson, assisted by Mrs. Amy Love. Additional band instruction from Mr. Sam Allison. The voice of the Big Blue Band this season has been Mr. Scott Freeby. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of tonight's game. And go Big Blue!
That's how I wake up in the morning. Hi, freezing. How you like running the camera?
It's okay.
Yeah? How'd you know how to do it?
I didn't. I was told to come up here.
They showed you how to do it? Get it on, or are you on?
Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
I think you lettered it in the journal.
Do you want to put this on underneath your jacket or over?
Do you want John Dunning's or John Freegon's gloves? It's such a different view up here.
This is very different. What are you supposed to be videoing? Nothing right now. I'm just on the lane.
What does this go to?
You're stressed out? What are you videoing?
Is it online or for the replay down there or what?
here's all your money. You ain't worried about that. Oh yeah, you were. You literally were like, you're gonna take all this. I make my case. Be like, well, the person going on the table is like, where do you Well, maybe your other need on this was Jackson trying to get out last Friday.
Like that happens all the time. And one time she didn't respond to me at all. And this guy finally exploded right when the Friday night I had already paid it, but I had heard. And they're like, oh no, we'll try to use you. Never touch the credit. Never I'm just saying that guy. That pisses me off. Like, they have no
The first one was like, our bill was
it happens like every few months. Earlier down there, I'm like, oh, it's not coming.
Go on, Brandon. Do it. What's up, dude?
It's just one person inside the ring. There were no way close-ups.
No, it doesn't follow. Yeah, and the seats are so tight. Like the backs of the front seats are like right here. They're just like, and the person next to me is and it's like,
It's a good time to get your hot dogs from the concession stand. They are half price right now. Half price hot dogs at the concession stand.
As we're coming back to the game, we just want to remind everyone that we left off with a 35 points on the Manhattan Indians side and 21 to the Grizzlies. The Manhattan Indians with a 14-point lead. It's been really intense, really tight game. I mean, I can't stress enough how neck and neck this entire game has been. And Manhattan is going to start with possession. I'm really sad and sorry for everyone watching because they just announced to the stadium that there's half off hot dogs. I'm very sad you all get to miss that.
I'm sure that was really important for the audience to know, Gabe.
Very important, Lane. Have your priorities set right, okay? I wish everyone could have half-price hot dogs.
And that'll be the start of the second half of play here at Bishop Stadium. Nisbick Johnson's going to return this one. He leaps to the 30.
He looks like he needs a half-off hot dog.
Back in the first half, Manhattan won the coin toss, and they decided to defer, and that is why Manhattan has the ball here at the start of the second half.
Even though Manhattan has an impressive 14-point lead, we're just going to have to see if the Grizzlies can claw themselves back
And
out
that'll
of this
be
hole
a
they've
pass
dug.
to the right. Huddley's going to push it to the 40, and he's going to keep going to the 11-yard line. Jaden Huddley with an impressive run.
That's an impressive run by Huddley. I mean, we are only 20 seconds into the second half, and we've already gone down to about the 13-yard line. The aggression tonight really is astonishing.
E.J. Massenberg is the back in the game. Aslan's going to keep it. He'll be taken to the ground by number 21.
There is a little bit of player-on-player action.
Quavon Harris has got tackles on back-to-back plays. It'll be 1st and 10 for Manhattan, who's already got to the 12-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 9, actually, with the ball on the 12. MHS up 2 scores, 10:30 left to go in the third quarter as we're just underway in the second half. Aslan, a high rainbow pass will be contested. It looks like interference, but no interference will be called.
There's definitely some conflict arising on either side. Looks like we need some treaty of peace. I recommend half-off hot dogs.
Third and 9. Aslan gonna pitch it, and he is clobbered by the Wichita Northwest defense. Huddley had nowhere to go.
The Northwest is deep into the backfield. Tackled out by number 2, Anthony Rivera. Moves the ball back to the 18-yard line. A loss of 6 on the play. Brings them 4th and about 15.
The Grizzlies were on the scene and attacked Huddley like a beehive.
It truly was a swarm there. Here's Vikander.
And Vikander is now no good. So a good start in the second half will really fall short there as Vikander misses the field goal.
Manhattan having some really unlucky plays there.
just a 1-yard carry.
Gain of 1 on the play brings up 2nd and 9 from the 21.
Franklin Eku is at running back. Eku was a linebacker for most this season, but Northwest found a better position for him as 81 is going to get green. He's going to keep going to the 20, pushed out around the 15-yard line. Great catch and run by number 81 on Northwest. That's Chase Carter, who already has a touchdown in this game.
That was an insane run from the Grizzlies. He nearly got all the way down the field. Manhattan is going to really have to step up their defense to keep
the Grizzlies from the 14, 1st and 10. They're going to get about 5.
It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 10.
In pistol formation. QB is going to get 3 yards on the carry. He was looking to try to make a pass, but there were no openings.
Gets inside the 10, down to about the 7, a gain of 3 on the play. He's tackled by number 6, Logan Lockerman. Brings up 3rd and 3 from the 7-yard line.
The clock really is moving pretty fast this game. I mean, we're looking at 7:20.
And the rush is taken to the ground, a loose ball. Was he down yet? It looked like the runner was down before the ball got loose, but no gain for Wichita either way.
One looks like he's having a rough day today. He's been on the ground 3 times.
Tackled by a group of players. Ball comes loose after the whistle. Gets to the 8-yard line, a loss of 1 on the play. I'm sorry, the 7-yard line, no gain, brings up 4th and 3.
It's 4th and 3 for Wichita. It looks like they will go for it. Jalen Mason's going to take the snap, go to his right, fire, and he's wide open. EQ for the Wichita Northwest touchdown.
Looking at the possible points from the extra play that the Grizzlies are about to get, Manhattan is looking for some strong competition right now.
Evan Locks gonna get the extra point.
Making the score, Wichita Northwest 28, Manhattan 35.
That is now a 7-point difference. Manhattan still in the lead with 6 minutes and 31 seconds left until the end of the 3rd quarter. This game really is moving very fast, and it's still very intense.
This team, Wichita Northwest, has really, really rallied, and it's hard to come into Bishop Stadium. This is a tough place to play, and over the last 2 seasons, Manhattan has only lost 1 game at this stadium over the last 2 seasons. That was last year in this round of the playoffs against Derby. So winning this game for Manhattan will take the Indians further than they were last season.
Hayes leads with number 5, J.J. Dunnigan, and number 15, Nisbet Johnson.
And the boot will send the ball into the end zone for a touchback.
Manhattan will start 1st and 10 from their 20.
I mean, just take a step back from the game for a moment to just realize how strong these young men are. I mean, each of the teams' kickers are sending it clear into the end zone each time. It's a marvel.
Here is Carter Aslan. He gets about, we'll say, 8 yards. Good gain by Aslan.
Ball carriers number 14, Carter Aslan. Gets out to the 28-yard line for a gain of 8 on the play. He's tackled by number 5, Franklin Equay. Brings up 2nd and 2 from the 28.
This is MHS's 9th drive of the game. Aslan picks up the first. And slowly but surely, Manhattan will start to move down the field.
Across the 30, out to the 32 for a gain of 4. He's tackled by number 21, Cleve Arnett. 8 yards is good for Manhattan High. First down. 1st and 10 from the 32.
It seems that the wind is starting to pick up again. And there's a pass through the air. Summerlin is going to get to the 40, and then he'll be pushed out of bounds.
Pushed out of bounds by number 2, Anthony Rivera. He gets 8 yards out to the 40-yard line. It will be 2nd and 2, Manhattan.
Aslan, quick toss at the last second, only to the 40. Hudley takes it.
And number 21, Jay Dunn, takes the pitch. Gets 1 yard out to the 41. But he's knocked out of bounds by number 21, Cleve Arnett.
That will only be 1 yard of movement, but movement is movement, folks. And Manhattan is looking to keep it moving.
That'll be a first down. Manhattan.
Number 21, Jay Dunn, gets through the middle of this line, gets out to the 45-yard line for a gain of 4. He's tackled by number 26, Nigel Platt. That game brings it Manhattan High, first down. 1st and 10 from the 45.
Aslan takes it to the 47 on the Indian side of the field. MHS is keeping the train rolling.
And in a very odd dog tackle, with Aslan ending up on top somehow.
Ball is spotted down at the 49. A gain of 4 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 6.
Second and 6. That is caught by Summerlin. 10-5. Touchdown, Gabe Summerlin.
Gabe Summerlin with that highly contested touchdown. I mean, he had nearly 3 Grizzlies on him when he was reaching that. That'll bring the Manhattan Indians into a 41-28 lead with 3 minutes and 13 seconds left on the clock until the end of the third quarter. That's not even counting the extra points from this, looks like, upcoming kick.
Under attempting extra point is number 7, Ryan Bykander. The homer is number 14, Connor Haslett. The long snapper, number 22, Colby Altavo.
With the wind still blowing, Vikander will make the kick. And so both teams will exchange touchdowns here in the third quarter. 3:13 left in the quarter. It's 42-28. The home team ahead here in the Little Apple. And we want to thank our sponsor, WTC Fiber. Do you like fast internet, reliable Wi-Fi? Well, WTC Fiber is the company for you. And they're a local company here in the area.
As we begin to rally in for this next play, the Manhattan crowd is rallying up. I mean, there really is an excitement in the air tonight.
That ball bounces his way into the end zone. That'll be a touchback following the touchdown by Gabe Summerlin.
Wichita Northwest will start their possession. 1st and 10 at their 20-yard line.
Mason fires to number 9. 9 is taken down immediately. A gain of 3 on the play.
Pass is complete from number 8, Jalen Mason, to number 9, Ryder Campbell.
We just passed the 3-minute mark before the end of the third quarter.
A gain of 4 on the play. He's tackled by number 58, Brandon Stroud. Brings up 2nd and 6 from the 24.
And Manhattan appears to have a takeaway that's out to vote, but that will not be the ruling on the 1-yard rush from Wichita.
His tackle early. Ball came out, but the play was slowed dead before the ball changed hands. Gets out to the 26-yard line for a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
This one goes to Fast again. It's close. Does he get the first down? He could be a yard short.
Nice tackle by number 6, Logan Lagerman. Tackles just short of the first down. Tackled at the 29-yard line.
Manhattan making sure after that disappointing call that they're not getting away from the chains.
1 minute and 40 seconds left in the third quarter. It is 4th and 1. And he will not convert. It'll be a turnover on downs in the favor of the Manhattan Indians.
The crowd goes crazy. It's a very popular play.
Man, Gabe, that train was just stopped in its tracks.
The Manhattan Indians will not be mauled today.
from the 28 side, 28.
Wichita Northwest calls their first timeout of the second half.
Wichita will take a timeout, so we're going to take a quick break. You're watching MHS football on MHS Student Media.
I'm Gabe Lemons.
And I'm Lane Lewison.
Someone switched me out at the end of the quarter.
Score big with WTC Fiber Internet for your home. A truly local company with big-time service. Sign up in 20 seconds or less at WTCKS.com. WTC Fiber, a proud member of the Manhattan community.
Can I get switched out at quarter?
Third quarter.
Number 14, Carter Aslan, keeps the ball. He's tackled by number 21, Quavon Herrick. Tackle at the 26 for a gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Less than a minute left to go in the quarter. 2nd and 8 for the Indians. Aslan sends Hudley in motion. Hudley takes the pass, and Hudley will get 4 yards.
Hudley takes 2 Grizzlies head on and still keeps going.
Carter Aslan, number 21, Jade Hudley, battles for yardage to get to the 25. Just inside the 25 before he's tackled.
Clock is still ticking, and we have about 20 seconds left until the end of the third quarter.
For about the 24 and a half.
And that will be the end of the third quarter. We'll see you in the fourth quarter. You're watching MHS football on MHS Student Media as the Indians are up 42-28 on the Grizzlies.
Thank you for watching.
In recognition of Veterans Day across our country, we would like all of those who have served
Can I get
in the
switched
United
out?
States Army, the United States Navy, the Marine Corps, the U.S. Air Force, the Coast Guard, the Kansas National Guard, or the Kansas Air National Guard. Any of you present, we would appreciate if you would stand up so that we can recognize you for your service. So if you've been one of those to service our country, please stand and be recognized. We are so thankful for your service and appreciate all you've done for our great country. Thank you so much.
As we transition into the fourth quarter, it's time to get some score checks. Derby is beating Wichita East 63-14. So the winner of this game will likely play Derby next week, and that'll be hosted by Derby. But still time in that game. We'll see if Wichita East can wage a comeback. 3rd and 6, low snap. Aslan to Dunnigan. Dunnigan to the 10, to the 5, to the... Oh, and he coughs it up. Dunnigan coughed it up with just yards to go from the end zone.
Completed for number 14, Carter Aslan to number 5, J.J. Dunnigan.
That was a very close call. The Manhattan Indians almost lost possession, but they did not get the the touchdown, it does look like a man was falling.
The ball comes loose before it gets to the end zone and goes out of bounds. That will be a touchback, which means Wichita Northwest, it will be their ball at their 20-yard line.
So it'll be a touchback. So it'll be Wichita Northwest's ball. So Dunnigan was just yards from getting his second touchdown of the game, but instead it'll be the Grizzlies who will just get quite a break there.
I mean, yeah, really speaking about a break, the touchdown was fully missed from the Manhattan Indians.
First and 10 from their 20.
It does look like they're going to need everything they can get if they want to retake the lead this deep into the game.
In their 10th drive of the game, Mason fires. Eku will keep going. Good second effort. He plows his way all the way to the 39. First down for the Grizzlies.
Pass is complete from number 8, Jalen Mason, to number 6, Augie Bass. Gets out to the 39.
And that original run by the Manhattan Indians before it getting
Stroud.
turned over, it's only been about 30 seconds on the clock.
This is interesting. So Dunnigan plays offense and defense, and even after he fumbled the ball for Manhattan, he still has to go out there and defend. As you see number 5 in the huddle for Manhattan. $11:25 left to go in the game. Manhattan up 42-28, but Northwest has some momentum going as it's way overthrown to Carter.
Pass from number 8, Jalen Mason, intended for number 81, Chase Carter. Falls incomplete. Incompletion brings up 2nd and 10 from the 39.
That would have been a very impressive pass, but sadly it was incomplete by the Grizzlies.
2nd and 10. And a loss of yardage.
The energy on the field is truly electric, but
gets no gain on the play.
both teams have been very aggressive.
By number 22, Colby Aldavo. Brings up 3rd and 10 from the 39.
3rd and long. Mason looking for an open man. He's gonna run out of space, but launches it, and that'll be incomplete. Wichita Northwest wants an interference flag, but they will not get it.
Pass there is attempt. Number 8.
The outcry from the crowd of Wichita Northwest is astounding.
Defended by number 15, Nisbet Johnson, and number 5, J.J. Dunnigan. Incompletion brings up 4th and 10 from the 39.
Fourth and 10. Here's the punt. The ball will sail to bounce at the 30. And Wichita will tap it back to the 29. That is where MHS.
And the punt rolls is to start down right at the 30-yard line. Manhattan will start their 1st and 10 from their 30.
Carter Aslan takes it up the gut, stumbles at the 35.
Ball carriers, number 14, Carter Aslan, gets 5 yards out to the 35 before he's tackled by
Aslan's a
number
strong
21,
runner,
Quavon
and even
Harris.
though he is taken down, he takes two
Brings
guys
up
with
second
him.
and 5 from the 35. Derby now leads Wichita East 63-14. Wamego trails Bueller 28-14.
Quavon Harris is slow to get up for the Grizzlies. Blue Valley West is beating Shawnee Mission Northwest 35-20. We hope Quavon Harris is okay. He's done an excellent job thus far on defense, but
on the eastern half of the 6A bracket, Blue Valley West leads Shawnee Mission Northwest 35-20 in the third quarter.
He's going to have
49-6 in the fourth quarter.
But he does look good.
So it'll be 2nd and 5 at their 35-yard line.
10 minutes left in the game. Aslan getting loose up the middle. He's gonna cutting in to the middle of the field, and finally taken down at the 25-yard line. And he will celebrate.
And number 14, Carter Aslan weaves his way through.
That'll be some nice yardage from Aslan.
Finally tackled at the 26-yard line by number 42, Dallas Gray.
Some impressive speed as well. I mean, he was completely under fire during that entire run. Nearly missing about 5 Grizzlies the entire time.
First and 10, 9.5 minutes left in the game. Aslan fires, that's to Summerlin. Summerlin gets a first down out to the 12-yard line.
And the pass is complete from number 14, Carter Aslan, to number 2, Gabe Summerlin. Gets down the sideline inside the 15-yard line. Knocked out of bounds by number 15, Logan Bass.
Logan
A gain of
Fast.
12 on the play. Good for a Manhattan High first down.
Logan Fast had the tackle there. Logan Fast is the younger brother of star running back Augie Fast for this Wichita team. Aslan is going to pitch it back to Summerlin. Summerlin takes it to the 10, and to the about the 6 he'll go.
Number 2, Gabe Summerlin takes the wide pitch from Aslan.
Manhattan continues to move up.
Gets down inside the 10-yard line. Down to the 7. He's tackled by number 25.
Definitely steady, but I wouldn't say slow.
A gain of 7 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 3 from the 7.
On 2nd and 3. Aslan jukes a man, He's finding his space, and Carter Aslan will get the Manhattan touchdown.
Aslan earning a much-earned celebration after that touchdown. Also leading the Manhattan Indians into a 20-point lead of 48-28 with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock until the end of the game.
On to attempt the extra point is number 7, Ryland Vikander. The holders number 14, Carter Aslan, and the long snapper number 22, Colby Aldevo.
And that will be good from Vikander.
Biggest score Manhattan 49. Wichita Northwest 28.
Manhattan has now built up quite a lead. Still 8:26 left to go, but Carter Aslan has carried this team on his back. Two rushing touchdowns from Carter Aslan.
Kicking off for Manhattan is number 7, Ryland Vikander.
Following the Carter Aslan rushing touchdown, it'll be a kickoff to Wichita Northwest, who is now 3 touchdowns behind the Indians. They'll need to get some quick points and have some great defensive stands if they want to catch up to this thriving Indians team who has really fed off of the home crowd's enthusiasm and energy.
Gets only out to the 16 before he's tackled by number 11, Hunter Austin, and number
Maybe
24,
with enough luck and enough
Brock
power,
Mason.
they can barely
Wichita Northwest first and 10
get up
from their 6.
to the Manhattan's 49.
That's a good drive starter. A first down
Franklin
from
Equay
Equay.
gets good yardage. Out to the 29 for a gain
Gotta
of
love the
13.
names on the field tonight.
He's tackled by number 6, Logan Hoggeman. First and 10, Northwest from the 29.
8 minutes remaining. Time still ticking.
Ball carriage number 6, Augie Bass, gets out to the 30-yard line for a gain of 1. Tackled by number 43, Dakota Bonnell.
They're just trying to get
Under
that ball
pressure,
out.
barely gets it out. He'll have to launch it out of bounds. Under pressure from Stroud.
Number 8, Mason gets rid of the ball to avoid the sack. Incompletion brings up 3rd and 9 from the 30.
It was Brandon Stroud and Garrison Vikander that pressured Mason on that throw out of bounds. 3rd and long. And this will be a crucial one for Wichita Northwest. If Wichita is not able to convert on this play, they won't. Equay is going to get a loss of yardage.
Number 5, Franklin Equay is tackled in the backfield on the misdirection play. Right there is number 52, Garrison Vikander for the tackle. A loss on the play back to the 27, a loss of 3, brings up 4th and 12 from the 27.
7 minutes left in this sectional round of play.
And the punt rolls dead back at the Manhattan 19-yard line.
As we stand right now, Derby is beating Wichita East 63-21. It looks like Derby will probably come away with a win, and most likely, if Manhattan wins this game, there will be a Derby Manhattan High matchup, but that game will be at Derby, so this really could be the last 6 minutes and 40 seconds that are played at Bishop Stadium this year.
I know, everyone is just so sad to not be able to hear our lovely voices anymore.
Manhattan will start 1st and 10 from their 19-yard line.
Still half a quarter left to be played, however. Hudley pushing it to the 30. He will maybe get the first down. He's pretty dang close to it.
He's just short.
He's tackled by number 52, Brian Roberts. Gets out to the 28-yard line for a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Manhattan is just a yard shy from the first down marker with 6:10 left in the game. Indians still up 3 touchdowns and in possession of the ball. Indians really taking their time here to just try to wind off time as Aslan will get close, looking like he was able to get the first down.
Aslan keeps the ball at the belly play. Gets out near the 30-yard line. Tackled by number 1, John Michael Fountain, and number 10, Jabari Bland. Just enough for Manhattan High. First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
J.J. Dunnigan's on the far left. That'll be a handoff to Hudley. Hudley's going to leap for 6 yards on the carry.
Ball carries number 21, Jaden Hudley. Get just to the 35-yard line for a gain of 5. Tackled by number 26, Dycho Fless.
Manhattan really is going for another set of points, but it looks like they're not going to really need it with how far ahead they are at this point. Again, not a complaint.
Jack Crocker, Fabian Clark, Rylan Vikander, and Landon Dobson. But this one goes to a keeper for Aslan. Aslan takes it to the 50, pushing his way, and he will get to the 47-yard line.
Number 14, Corey Aslan. Big yardage to the left side, gets across midfield. Gets down to the Northwest 47-yard line for a gain of 18 on the play. He's tackled by pursuit from number 77, Gabriel Contreras.
4.5 minutes left in the game.
Gets enough yardage for Manhattan High. First down. 1st and 10 at the Northwest 47.
Hudley is going to get clobbered. A loss of about 1.
Ball carries number 21, Jaden Hudley. Gets tackled quickly by number 1, John Michael Fountain.
Manhattan's got to get a move on.
At the line of scrimmage at the 47-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 47.
This clock is starting to put some pressure. We're looking at 3 minutes and 40 seconds left until the ending of the game.
Manhattan trying to take as much time off the game clock as they can. This will be a keeper for Vikander, who slides down but still gets hit at the 45.
Ball carrier number 14, Carter Aslan. Slides down near the 45-yard line. Gets down to the 44 for a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 7. The game in Derby has ended now. Final score was Derby 63, Wichita East 28. The winner of this game will play at Derby next Friday.
So it has just been announced that Derby won their game
Manhattan calls their first time out
against
of the second
Wichita
half.
North, or Wichita East, sorry. And Manhattan's gonna call a timeout.
There will be a trophy presentation at the end of the ball game. There'll be a trophy presentation at midfield.
If Manhattan goes on to win this game, they'll go against Derby again. And if you guys remember, Derby was one of our most intense games to date.
After the game is over, we
And would be very pleasant to watch. Unfortunately, that will not be covered by us.
Score big with WTC Fiber Internet for your home. A truly local company with big time service. Sign up in 20 seconds or less at WTCKS.com. WTC Fiber, a proud member of the Manhattan community.
Right after the end of the game.
The tag is, the car is from Max Motors. That's Riley County tag 4288 ABE. We need you to move your car so that someone can exit, please.
Two minutes and 30 seconds left in the game.
He spins his way down to about the 38-yard line for a gain of 6. He's tackled by number 21, Quavon Harris. Brings up 4th and 1 from the 38.
Manhattan's staring down a team that's hungry for points, hungry for redemption with only 2 minutes left on the clock. There's going to be some crazy plays here.
This is 4th and 1. And the handoff will bring the Indians to the first down mark. Colby
To the 35-yard line, a gain of 3 on the play. Enough yards for a Manhattan High first down.
Colby out to vote.
Manhattan at the 35.
Colby out to vote can now say that he had a rushing first down in the sectional round of the playoffs, as Altavote is the best player, or at least the best tackler on the Manhattan defense. He typically does not play offense, but now Aslan will take a knee.
Manhattan takes a knee. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
1 minute remaining in this game. As the fans start to file out of Bishop Stadium, the wind has died down here, and there is 50 seconds remaining in this contest. And Aslan will take another knee. And that will be it.
Also, remember the field and the track
A strong but daring win by the Manhattan Indians. It was definitely very contested by the Grizzlies, but the Manhattan Indians were able to come out on top with a strong 21-point lead.
And that will end this game. The sectional champions are Manhattan High as they win the game 49-28. Manhattan will go to Derby next Friday.
Yep. And that was a great win for Manhattan, who won the game 49-28 against a tough opponent, no less. And Manhattan will stay undefeated after their win against the Grizzlies. The Indians will now play against undefeated Derby, a big rivalry, and that game will be in Derby.
Yes, thank you, folks. You just saw that the Wichita Northwest couldn't bear the pressure. Thank you for this amazing game. It was very tight, but a very successful win for the Manhattan Indians.
And this will be the last home game of the year for Manhattan, so the last time you will see our crew here broadcasting this year. But it is not the end for this Manhattan team, who has all the promise in the world going into sub-state. You're watching MHS Football on the MHS Student Media YouTube channel. I'm Lane Lewison.
And I'm Gabe Lemons. Thank you for watching.